Hey guys, it's me, and I am here with another Let's Talk Real Estate. So I wanted to take genuinely just a few minutes to tell you guys a story about how I started an Airbnb business, a short-term rental business, and I didn't have a house, I didn't have an apartment, I didn't have $10 in my account. I don't even think I had an account at the time, just to be real with y'all. But it's possible. It's possible because I know it's possible because I did it, and I did it with no money, and I created a flow of income that was able to sustain me for about a year and a half before I ever took on any new ventures. So how did I do it, you ask? Now, I know there's lots of gurus out there who will keep these secrets from you, and I'm not one of them. Like, y'all know, I'm just gonna be real, and I'm gonna tell you the gist of what I did. And if you would like to set up a time to consult and develop a plan for you and how you could start something similar, then I would gladly do that, and the links will be below so that you can do that. Now, you're still wondering, what did I do? Well, we'll backtrack, and I'll tell you a story about how I was a flight attendant, an international flight attendant traveling the world, based in Seattle, was in and out of South Korea, in and out of Japan, Ireland, Kuwait, Qatar, all over the world. Like, I go on, and really loved my life. I did. I loved traveling. However, I was becoming very exhausted because I was also studying in school. And I knew that it was very important to me to complete school and get that done and move on to whatever was next. So I stopped being a flight attendant and I moved to Arizona. What is in Arizona? Why would you move to Arizona? Well, this is in Arizona. So right behind me, you will see a beautiful house, and then right behind me you will see another beautiful house. And these two houses were the key to me starting my short-term rental business. Why? Well, one is owned by, and I'll be honest, again, I'll be real, my grandmother. The other is owned by just the neighbor. And I started with my grandmother's house because it was just her living there, and then now me, so just two people in a 4-bedroom house with plenty of space, and in a location that is a hot spot for vacationing and just relaxing and getting away and enjoying the peacefulness that nature brings. So I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I stayed in an Airbnb once, and it was just a room in a house. We should probably do that. So I talked to my grandmother, and I said, hey, this is Airbnb, this is how it works. There is $1 million insurance. Let's try this. Let's see if we can make some extra money. And she went with it, and we put one room. And that one room earned us maybe a good $300 to $400 extra a month. And that's not a lot of money. However, like I said, I started this with $0 in my account. I didn't know how I was going to make any type of living out here in the middle of nowhere by the river. And I, again, wanted to focus on school, so I didn't want to get a job where I was having to take away the time that I wanted to give to my education. So it worked. Then I noticed, hey, the neighbor is gone. He's been gone a while. I knew him. I grew up coming out here, so I asked, well, what happened? And I was told that he moved down to a city further south, and his health was failing. And so this house is just sitting up here, and no one's living in it, and it was abandoned and just dirty and not being used. And I said, hey, people are staying in the room here and they're enjoying just the room. This is a whole house that we have here where no one is using it. It's not being taken care of, and we could turn this into an opportunity for everyone. And we did. So I took a home that was essentially abandoned, turned it into an income opportunity for not only the homeowner, but myself and my grandmother. And I have to stop and say, so granted, I have come across these opportunities because of my relationships, and you can come across different opportunities due to your relationships. So maybe you don't have a grandmother who has a neighbor who has a abandoned house, but you might have a cousin. You might have a cousin who has a house that they don't use. You might have a coworker, or you can actively look for homes that are in areas that are abandoned, and that is a good little real estate investing tip too. So that's kind of how I found it and how I stumbled into it and got started and created this cash flow where there was none, and put people in opportunities to make money, which is one of my favorite things to do. I really wanted to share that with you guys because I know that people are constantly asking me, how do you get into the Airbnb business? How do I get into real estate? This is what I did, guys. It's really simple. It was nothing special. It was out of dire, honest boredom and wanting to just create opportunities and to have a little bit of money for myself. So that's what I did, and you can do it too. Again, I would love to consult with you if you are interested in starting a similar business or have ideas but not sure how to get it going. I am a catalyst. I would love to assist, so be sure to leave a comment or shoot me an email, and use the links for scheduling time if you want to schedule time to talk and figure out what your next moves are in this, maybe real estate or Airbnb, whatever world that you want to be in. And until then, it's been great talking to you guys. Thanks, guys, for listening. I hope that you have found this valuable. I hope that if you have any questions about starting a real estate business or Airbnb business, be sure to use the link to schedule time to consult with me. And let's go from there.